Amen.
So Parshas Yitro, of course, is the most important event in not only Jewish history, in the history of the whole world. The revelation of Mount Sinai, when we received the Torah. And there's something unique about this event that no other religion makes such a claim. We think, maybe some people, they saw a movie where Moses goes up to the mountain and he gets the 10 Commandments and comes down and brings them down to people. That's not what the Torah says. The Torah says everyone heard, everyone saw. It was something that there's no comparison to in any of the literature of any other religion in the world. You just think about it logically. It's the best claim to make. If someone said, they were alone in the woods and the flying saucer came down and said some kind of message to them, take it or leave it. You probably wouldn't believe such a thing. But as it said, is that in the middle of the Super Bowl on Sunday, it comes down a flying saucer and it brings this big message. Well, no one would believe it unless it actually happened, because everyone's watching it. Not everyone. I'm not watching it, and most of us here maybe not, but a lot of people are watching it. And I think you couldn't make up such a story like that, because there's millions of people watching all over the world. This is even greater with the Torah, because Moshe Rabbeinu is going over later in Sefer Dvarim as to he's reiterating the story. He says he dares us look from one end of the world to the next. If anything like this ever happened or even been heard of, that the whole nation should hear the voice of God and live. Nothing like this has ever, or even such a thing happened or even been heard of. And if you look in every other religion in the world, no one else ever made such a claim that the entire nation should hear God and live. And so that's what the Rambam tells us, that we don't believe in the Torah that Moshe Rabbeinu gave us because of miracles that Moshe Rabbeinu did. We don't believe, that's not the basis of our religion. You know, other religions, they start, a guy is out in the desert, he hears an angel, and a guy is somewhere in upstate New York, hears an angel, and the whole religion develops out of that. Our religion, it's not Moses, it's not Moshe Rabbeinu, it's not Avraham Avinu, it's the whole nation, all together with Moshe Rabbeinu, who all heard, Anochi Hashem Elokecha Asher Tzitzicha Meretz Mitzrayim, I'm the Lord your God who took you out of the land of Egypt, from the house of slaves. That's something that no one could make up unless it really happened. So therefore, there are more people who were there at Mount Sinai than whoever saw George Washington in his life. So if you believe George Washington was a real person, so all the more so if to believe that the Torah is true. I know I'm preaching to the choir here. I know we're all believers, but we need chizuk every now and then. The Rambam says that we should get together and talk about this constantly all the time and remind ourselves of this great truth. And through that, we'll be inspired to live a life, not just that we're following a tradition, not just we're doing what we grew up with, but we're following the word of the living God, the true Torah. And it's not a game, it's not just a tradition, it's real stuff. And then when we live with that realization of the realness of the Torah, it helps us to be more inspired, and we should all be inspired, and hopefully we'll hear the next time when the whole world will hear again when Mashiach comes from him.
Amen.